What's going down, folks? It's your boy C23 back on the sticks once again with another video for you guys. We've got the roster updated, the team's feeling rejuvenated and a little bit anxious to get out here and showcase what they can do. And like I told you guys in the last video, we're pretty far along in the season already. We're already in the playoffs. We're actually one win away from the Super Bowl. So it's win or go home, baby. Let's get into it. Now, we're coming out in our home red jerseys, looking to put on a good show for the home fans, and hopefully we'll be able to deliver that. Coming out early with the ground game and not get smothered in the backfield. We only pick up 2 on the play, but on 2nd and 8, I drop back under center and connect with Kelsey over the middle for a pretty nice pickup to move the chains. Later on the drive on 3rd and 10, I take the snap and shotgun looking downfield and drop it in the bucket to T.Y. Hilton. There were defenders all over the place. That was a pretty accurate pass by Romo. Now coming out going play action, I get rid of it just in time. That almost was a sack. That was a little too close, but fortunately for us, it paid off. Next up, coming up with the handoff, and I cannot get the ground game going to save my life in this one, folks. So why not keep attacking through the air and dotting them up? I drive back with Romo and see Kelsey wide open. I fire the pass over there for the easy score. So that's the perfect drive to open up this championship game. How does my opponent respond? He comes out pretty aggressively here, folks, and he starts picking me apart. I mean, I won't even lie about it. This entire drive, he's making changes at the line, surveying the field. He has all kinds of time, throws a deep bomb, and somehow comes up with it over Charles Woodson. Now, I'm not really buying that one, folks. I think Charles Woodson will make that play, say 9 out of 10 times. So we'll give him that one. But he's able to set up shop in the red zone pretty comfortably, and he makes me pay for it. That was a poor user read on my part. I guess run, he passed it. It just works out that way. So we're looking at 7-7. I got to come back and respond. I can't go out like this in front of my home fans. So I'm making a couple checks at the line of scrimmage. I drop back. He sends the blitz, and it gets home. I tried to get rid of it, but the blitz was a little bit too fast. So I say, since you're going to blitz me, I'm dialing up the screen and letting Gurley go to work. Look at the spin move on 2 defenders, and he's got green grass in front of him, taking it all the way to the 5-yard line. I thought he was going to take it to the house, but hey, got tripped up. So then we just let Johnson come in and do the dirty work and vulture a touchdown from Gurley, but we'll take it. That's 7 points on the board. On my opponent's next drive, we decide to send a little bit of heat too, and he's got a screen caught on it too, but we end up swallowing that up in the backfield, and Luke Kuechly makes a pretty solid tackle on the play. Then he rushes everybody back to the line of scrimmage, so I'm thinking, okay, what is it now? What is he going to beat me with this time? And he dumps it short over the middle, so okay, we can live with a 3rd and short. All we got to do is just lock up and not give up anything too easy. So again, he's rushing everybody back to the line of scrimmage. I'm coming out in my base 3-4. He tries to sneak a quick pass in, but Charles Woodson is right there and says, no, sir, not on my watch. We'll take that and have a nice day. So after the pick, we're still attacking, looking at Hilton downfield, wide open, makes a guy miss, had 1 tackler to beat, but couldn't shake him. So we set up shop in the red zone, and once again, Kelsey is wide open. Kelsey is beast in this game, folks. Now at this point, it's pretty clear that my opponent's starting to feel the pressure. And you guys know how it is sometimes when you're down big in a game. Sometimes you try to force the issue and maybe force a throw that's not really there, and maybe do a little bit too much on a play. Well, this is the kind of mode that my opponent gets into on this drive. For some reason, it's 3rd and 17. He's in a hurry up on his own 15-yard line, taking the snap under center, and he makes a nice completion there. But we end up stopping him short of the 1st down marker, bringing up a 4th and 2. But instead of kicking the ball and putting his defense on the field, he tries to go for it, handing the ball off, and we are right there to stop him short in the play. So it's a turnover on downs. I get ready to take over and deliver the knockout blow, and look at what happens. My opponent has conceded the game. Well, GG to my opponent. That's not exactly what I would have done, but hey, we'll take the W anyway. So after that W, we are now in the Super Bowl, folks. And after holding our last opponent to 7 points, I feel pretty good going into this one. I like our shot here. And just like in the last one, we come out trying to get the ground game established early, picking up some nice yardage on the play, but check out what happens on the very next play. After the completion to Cooper, he gets blown up and coughs the ball up. That is not what we needed to have starting the Super Bowl, folks. So now we got to rely on our defense and hope that they keep him out of the end zone. And look at Night Train Lane coming up from the corner spot to play the run. That's the type of attitude that we need to get this one done, folks. Next play, he breaks the pocket looking downfield, and at the last second, he forces something across his body and it's incomplete. And that's a pretty risky pass right there, folks. We might be able to snag one of those. But on 3rd and 11, he breaks the pocket and puts the ball right on the money for an easy score to his tight end. So now we're down 7, and to make matters worse, our offense has just completely disappeared in this one, folks. Coming out, coughing up a fumble early, and then taking 2 straight sacks. Yo, this is the worst possible way we could have started the Super Bowl, folks. But on 3rd and 26, I drop back and go deep. Larry Fitzgerald is there one-on-one and he makes the play, so we're able to set up in our opponent's territory at the 30. But unfortunately, our offensive struggles continue as I make a terrible read and throw the pick and pretty much give up any chance of us having points right there. So later in the drive with my opponent on the 35, he hands the ball off and LT is right there in the backfield to shut him down for a 4-yard loss on the play. So bringing up 2nd and 14, my opponent once again is leaving the pocket, running right, but JJ Watt is closing in fast and gets there for the sack. So now the defense is waking up a little bit and a stop here would be huge. He runs the ball on 3rd and 14 just to put him in field goal range. So our defense does their job and only gives up 3 on that drive. We'll take that. A 10-point lead is nothing when we have all these weapons out here like Larry Fitzgerald going up and ripping the ball away from the DB, making a huge play to put us in business right outside the red zone. And once again, my opponent puts one-on-one coverage on Fitz, so I'm attacking it again, throwing it up to Fitzgerald and letting him go get it. So in a couple of plays, we're right back in this thing. And our defense is stepping up the pressure too, putting pressure on the QB, causing the incompletion there. And on 2nd and 10, LT just abuses the left tackle and almost sacks the QB there, but he gets rid of it. Bringing up a 3rd and 10, my opponent's getting happy feet in the pocket, tries to throw on the run and throws it into double coverage, and we're in position to bat that down. So now on 4th and 10, from his own 30, he's going for it. He takes a snap, has all day to survey the field, and tries the deep ball, but once again, we are right there to bat it down. So that sets us up in field goal position, so all we got to do is just come out and take the 3, and we're looking at a tied game going into halftime. So he gets the ball first coming out from the half. Once again, he's going with the run game, but we are right there. Luke Kuechly's right there to stuff it. Next play, he tries to run off the right edge, but we're right there again. Our defense has really come alive, folks. After allowing a touchdown on the opening drive, our defense has really come up big and shut just about everything else down. So now on 4th and 7, my opponent's looking to go for it again. He's coming out under center, taking the snap, going play action, looking downfield, and immediately he's under pressure by LT. LT almost met him in the backfield on that play. Forcing the incompletion, we take over on downs. And a couple plays later on 3rd and 10, T.Y. Hilton creeps behind the coverage and I just fired in there. I'm glad he held on to it because that could have been kind of risky. But after the catch by Hilton, that sets us up for an easy touchdown score to Kelsey, giving us the 17-10 lead. And I know the scoreboard really doesn't say it, but it really seems like we came out and just seized all the momentum in this game. We've rattled off 17 unanswered points. The defense is playing fast and fierce. Since being down early, we really stepped it up. And with my opponent under pressure here, he just chucks it up into double coverage, so I'm right there for the easy user pick, but we can't take advantage and end up going 3 and out and punting it back. So my opponent has one last shot here, but he's under constant pressure. Von Miller makes the sack there, bringing up a 2nd and 20. I dial up the heat, and it gets home right before the quarterback can get rid of it, bringing up a 3rd and 29. He takes a snap and shotgun, and look at Lawrence Taylor applying pressure on the QB, forcing the ill-advised throw in the coverage, and I'm right there to pick it off. And that is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, my opponent then pauses the game and decides he wants to tap out, so GG to him. And as you can see, that's a wrap on the season. We end up taking the Super Bowl victory, and we finished the year at, I think, 10-3. So that's a pretty solid season. Anyway, folks, that's all the time I got in this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one real soon.